Welcome to this week's edition of Mountain Outhouse. I'm your host, Jam Jam. This is the craziest to happen in running this week. This week's stories include Nike's quest for the sub-2-hour marathon, Jeff Browning breakdances, and Tim Tollefson gives away his UTMB shoes. Nike is pouring some serious cash into a new marketing campaign centered around 3 athletes they have selected to run the first ever sub-2-hour marathon. They are attempting to reverse engineer the performance, not necessarily in an actual race, but in an environment with absolutely ideal conditions. Course, weather, training, clothing, and other factors will also be used to create an ideal scenario for a sub-2 performance to happen. All we can hope for is Nike putting drug testing at the top of the list to legitimize their efforts. We have a post-Thanksgiving update from #TurkeyDown. Local Phoenix runner Christian Enriquez, who played turkey during the local Turkey Trot Trail Run 10K, say that 5 times fast, took a dive bomb when his turkey talons got in the way. Christian suffered a partial tear in his quadricep tendon and is now on crutches and on the mend. We wish him the best in his recovery. Desert Solstice track invite took place this weekend in Phoenix, which is the race where last year Zach Bitter ran an incredible 11-hour 40-minute 100-miler. This time it was all about the ladies, as Gina Slaby set a new certified 100-mile world record, besting Ann Trayson's mark set in 1991 with a time of 13 hours, 45 minutes. There it is, folks, your ultra running performance of the year for women. Also dominating the 24-hour and winning overall with a 5th best all-time performance was Courtney Dauwalter, who ran 147.49 miles. She also bested all the men at this year's Javelina 100K, and damn we love her style with those long basketball shorts. WS Sweatpants made their Phoenix public debut at Desert Solstice this weekend as well, helping to chase down and film Gina's record-setting run. For that, we go live to the track. Tim Tollefson, who placed 3rd at this year's UTMB, has a new giveaway on his Instagram page. He is calling Donuts and Dirt. No, you don't get donuts or dirt, but you can win his UTMB race shoes, hat, and jersey from this year. He will even autograph them for you. This is quite possibly the best giveaway of 2016, and I hope none of you apply so I can win. They look great here in our studio. If you're looking for trail tips from one of the top 100-mile specialists in our sport, Bronco Billy, aka Jeff Browning, has a new subscription-based video training tip series that launched this week. I was on the fence about subscribing, but his pop and lock moves may have just sealed the deal for me.
Golden Harper, it's one of his tips. He calls it shoot to the moon. I like to call it pop to the moon just because I grew up with breakdancing.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.
I'm not gonna do it. Everyone's favorite running scientist and author of the running Bible, Lore of Running, Tim Noakes, may have gone off the deep end according to some of his colleagues and other industry experts in his latest push of a low-carb diet on babies. Noakes is currently on trial for sending a tweet to a nursing mother advising her to wean her baby onto a low-carb, high-fat diet. Noakes could stand to lose his license to practice medicine in South Africa over the matter, and he seems dead set to stay on course in his ongoing trial on the matter. Noakes took to the high-fat diet after ballooning up in weight and after declaring carbs as being the devil. He has lost a staggering amount of weight, but has not been able to reverse his diabetic symptoms on his new diet. Noakes' switch from high-carb to low-carb has gone as far as him recommending people rip out the entire nutrition chapter in the Lore of Running. We'll be keeping an eye on the trial as it develops. Another new Ultra Twitter account popped up this week, paying homage to Skylars Shoes. The handle @Skylars Shoes was born after he refused to buy new trail shoes for way too damn long. We look forward to the shoes' commentary. Ballots are due this week for the annual Ultra Runner of the Year voting. We'll be recapping the winners next week alongside our own Ultra Bromance of the Year results. A quick UBODI update. After one full day of votes, Gary Robbins and Jared Campbell have the early lead with 31% of the vote. Ethan Newberry and Sage Canaday are in second with 20% of the vote. And Killian Jornet and Jason Schlarb are in third with 13%. Be sure to cast your vote by this Sunday, December 18th at midnight, so your voice is heard. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. If you have crazy stories to share, tweet us @Mountain Outpost. Have a week. This week's episode, poop emoji. Welcome to Mountain Outpost. This is the craziest shit to happen in running. What the f, dude?
It's not Mountain Outpost, though.
God damn it!
You need your script, bro.
I'm gonna do it without the goddamn script.